welcome back. You're viewing the American Dream Business Roundtable with Greg Noe and my co-host Kathryn Raaker and our guest Tony Watson. And we want to learn more about how this came into being, more about you.
And how long you were in the military, and what part of healthcare were you involved in?
Well, it's a very good question, Kathryn. I'm a registered nurse.
Oh, wow.
And I was a registered nurse in the Air Force.
Great.
And so while I was in the Air Force, like I said, that was part of part of what we did was train troops to go overseas, and we wanted to make sure that the bed bugs didn't come back to our units with us, and so that's how this was formulated. So it was sort of a journey, but you know, we just wanted to make sure that we had a product that wasn't expensive, but it was also eco-friendly. And when I say eco-friendly, is that this product is safe for kids, is safe for pets. And it can be used anywhere. Most of your products nowadays have a lot of different types of chemicals and things like that. This product was formulated so that you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Now, what did your families feel about this product? Your wife especially, since you're married, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So tell me what she thought about it when you first started coming up with it. Was it a group of you or just you?
It was a group of us, but it was kind of my brainchild. But obviously, you know, it's one of those things where what do we use? What's the best thing to use? What is the commander going to allow us to bring it into this building? You know, that kind of thing. So it was my brainchild, but it was a collaborative effort. My wife is great because one of the things that we discovered is that mainly women, women like it a lot, and maybe because women are more afraid of bugs. I'm not sure if that is true, but
let me. You know, the one thing that I want to ask Greg is the Asian bug that bites. I wonder if it would be effective with that.
Well, interestingly enough, this kills many bugs, and as a matter of fact, we also have, as you can see, we have the mosquito eliminator, but we also have flea and tick, and it's made out of the same formulation, just a little bit different ingredients.
I want to learn more about the product, in that research has shown that DEET is the big product out on the market. That's some people claim it's the only effective mosquito repellent, but you're suggesting that this product will repel mosquitoes every bit as good as DEET.
It will. As a matter of fact, the EPA has approved DEET and has approved it for many years, particularly after World War II. The thing about DEET is has not really had a whole lot of testing. Once the EPA approves something, then pretty much there's really no testing after that, particularly with some of the regulations. I don't want to really get into that. But
well, and the other thing that I noticed about the products with DEET is they stink. Now, you mentioned that the bugs don't like the odor,
right?
But is it repulsive to humans as well, or
if you sprayed me right now, what would happen? Would I be able to handle it?
Well, that's a good question. Most people.
Test that.
Yeah, let's do
sure.
If I test it?
Sure. Most people think and that's what I was going into with my wife. She's my tester because
your tester?
she had to make sure that it smelled okay.
Because I am really allergic to mosquitoes.
Okay, but one of the things.
I like it.
But
smells good.
Absolutely, and so like I said, I had to have my wife test it so she could.
You know, huh?
So you know, the smell is pleasant. Getting back to DEET, DEET is very untested. It's not a natural product, and so you know, is it carcinogenic? There's no testing out there.
That's scary.
It's just one of those things where, because the EPA tested it after World War II, and it has been there's not been any claims that it has shown that it's a carcinogen. Nobody has really gone any further with it.
Yeah, they was tested to make sure that it's effective against repelling.
Absolutely, but is it?
And it is, but yeah, you're rubbing that on your skin. I'm not sure I want to do that.
Right, and do we want to find out 20 years from now?
Yeah, that.
Are you going to test it in Miami for Zika?
We have a distributor that we're hoping that the product is going to be used down there. But again,
and also Brazil. I mean, think of the Olympic.
Yeah, if only we had these conversations about a year ago.
Yeah,
because it does take a bit of time to roll out a national marketing campaign and to get the product where it needs to be, which is right now in Rio and
it
Miami.
really needs to be out there. And we've done testing internally, and we know that the product is effective, particularly with the mosquito. We've added a patented ingredient to it that nobody's using, and it is very effective.
I don't know why you couldn't bring this if you were an Olympian to.
Well, it's not, again, there's a lot of competition out there for products, but we know that this
personally, if I wanted to bring it in as an Olympian,
absolutely.
I mean, I would want to be protected, right?
Yeah.
But there's other mosquitoes out there that are similar to Zika, which are that produce dengue fever.
Absolutely.
I used to live in Singapore. I know.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
I think that's real important.
Well, the beauty of this is that it's not just what is called an adulticide, but it's also a larvicide.
Oh, wow.
And any mosquito species is susceptible to it because of the larvicide action of it.
Well, so you mean it goes back? The mosquito goes back to the actual.
Well,
family?
It'll kill the larva.
Okay. On contact.
But
absolutely.
But maybe not if they get it on the mosquito and they go back to where there's eggs. I don't know that it'll do that.
No, it'll kill the larva when you spray. It'll kill the larva.
Okay.
For instance, with the Aegyptus aegypti, I believe is the name. I got to get the right name. But anyways, that mosquito really doesn't go too far from its nesting place.
Wow.
Probably about a mile and a half.
Definitely going to bring, if I can buy a case from you, to New Orleans, because that's where, that's mosquito country, honey.
Right. Oh yeah, swamps.
Absolutely.
They love that.
I mean, when I go to my daughter's in New Orleans, and she's in the healthcare world too. I mean, I'm seriously want to buy this to take with me, because mosquitoes, when they bite me, it's 10 or 12 days before I get rid of the bite.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, you're
I'm
like
allergic
my
to
wife.
it. I'm allergic to it.
She gets big red welts.
Huge
Wow.
welts.
Yeah.
I could be your girl.
Well, that'd be great.
Spokesperson for
Well,
this
and
one.
we might want to talk
Seriously,
about that. We might
yes.
want to have a testing campaign.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
maybe if somebody would get in touch with us.
Right, that would be good.
Absolutely.
At the Ace Healthy Products website or something.
Absolutely.
Which is
acehealthyproducts.com, www.acehealthyproducts.com. Our phone number is 1-866-891-5338. And we have the different sizes. We actually have a 16-ounce bottle of the bed bug eliminator, as well as the 3.3-ounce bottle of both of them.
Right.
So
For traveling.
And
For
this
traveling.
should be in everybody's suitcase,
Absolutely.
everybody's car.
Absolutely.
Anybody that has a problem with any of the things that we've talked about.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially because it's eco-friendly.
It's
or
eco-friendly, and that's the important thing. It really is.
It really is important. We need to take a short break, and we'll be right back on the American Dream Business Roundtable with our wonderful co-host, Greg Noe. And which business would you like to promote tonight?
Well, Edgar Allen Group,
That's right.
EDGARALLEN Group.com.
And I want to do this and say, just go to Kathryn Raaker, that's Kathryn, Raaker, RAAKER.com. We'll be right back.